For the most fantastic skiing in Tyria, look no further than Timberline Falls. Just watch out for the Ettins. And the Griffins. Oh, crap. Howdy folks, my name is Richie, aka Otter, here with another Guild Wars 2 video. Today we're going to be reviewing a new weapon set. This is called the Scientific Weapon Set, which ArenaNet just introduced to the game today. And if you haven't seen one of my videos regarding the weapon sets before, basically I like to give my first-hand impression of what I think about each of these weapon skins in terms of the aesthetics, and I have not seen any of these before. Now if you're looking just for a quick and dirty, I want to see screenshots of what all the weapon skins look like, there's plenty of websites out there that you can check out. This is a more lengthy kind of commentary about my own personal opinions about this weapon set. Now, before we begin, we're going to, let me just explain real quick where you can get these weapon skins. You can get these by going to the Black Lion weapon specialists at any of the major cities, and you're going to check them out. You can purchase them for 1 Black Lion claim ticket. These come out of the Black Lion chests, or you can combine 10 Black Lion scraps to get this 1 ticket. And so, you know, you have to kind of either farm Black Lion keys or you have to purchase the keys from the gem store to get these. Now, keep in mind that this set will increase in price. The last weapon set, Daydreamer, that I reviewed is now 3 Black Lion claim tickets, so this is probably the cheapest they're going to be for a long, long time, if not forever. And if you don't want to play the gambling game with the gambling boxes, you can purchase these weapon skins on the trading post from other players that have already opened it. All right, without further ado, I've actually increased my interface size so that we can look at the previews a little bit. That was a tip that somebody gave me during my my last weapon skin video. Let's take a look at the scientific axe. Like usually, you know, when we look at all of the weapons, we've got stuff like Daydreamer and Balthazar and Shadow, and they're kind of like all cool and slick sounding names. I'm really curious to see what they do with scientific. I don't really have an idea. Maybe something that would be good for engineers or tinkerers to wield, which is not typically my thing if you follow my channel. But let's take a look at the scientific axe skin and start this mamma jamma. Okay, yeah, it's a little steampunky. It's actually, oh, it's dripping like goo, dripping acid or some sort of poison. And I like the smoky effect here. And we've got these like test tube syringes that are injecting different types of foul things into this axe. Wow, and even has some sort of effect to the motion effect to it as well. This is, you know what? It's not my typical thing that I'm drawn to. I typically don't go for highly technical type things, but this looks really cool. I like where they're going with this. It gives players another option. You can kind of go like all mad scientist-y with this. So it's not completely like an engineering type thing. It's kind of adding, you know, mad scientist, you know, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde experiment gone wrong to it. Let's check out the longbow. Usually dagger is second. It's interesting they changed up the order here a little bit. Oh, this is cool. All right, we got all the pistons injecting the foul poisons. We've got moving parts here. So this is the longbow. I don't know exactly how that works. How does this actually add anything to the arrow? But yeah, definitely wicked looking. I think I like the axe a little bit better than this. I'm not sure I like how it ends up here. It looks kind of a little bit plain at the end, but what's going on in the middle here? This is going on pretty good. Just don't like the tips. Let's see if the short bow changes that up. Okay, it's similar, but definitely a little bit unique. Yeah, it's definitely got its own vibe going to it. Is it me or does this look extremely heavy? That would look, to wield that, like both of these, is like, oh, do I have to lug around the scientific longbow? Yeah, it's definitely heavy. But again, I like the smoky effects. I'm hoping that, you know, they do what they usually do with the rest of the weapon set, is they kind of vary the theme, because so far, like, all 3 of these skins have, like, the syringes and the smoke effect going on. So hopefully there's a couple other themes going on. Let's check out the dagger. Ooh. Oh, you know what we haven't done? Okay, but let me comment on this. We haven't looked at it on our characters. I'll go back and do that in a second. That looks pretty cool. I have a feeling that wielded, yeah, it's gonna look big. All right, I like the daggers when they actually stand out. I hate those tiny little daggers where you can't see any details. This thing is just drippings with goo all over the floor. People, you know, you bring this home to mama and she'll be all mad at you for messing up her floors. I just had those floors polished and you've dripping acid everywhere, Gunvor. Because that's how my mom sounds, apparently. And let's check out the axe. Okay. It's funny, the dagger's almost bigger than the axe. They're similar size. That's kind of crazy. But I like them both. I still think I like the axe the best. Let's check out the longbow. Yeah, big meaty thing in your hand. That would definitely be heavy. That looks heavy. And here's the short bow. That's what that looks like. Yeah. Yeah, boy. This one's not dripping. The bows don't drip. They're just smoky. The axe and the dagger totally drip. All right, let's check out the focus. Or the foci. Or the focuses. It's a little nondescript. All right, it's not that it doesn't look cool, but it's kind of hard to tell like what it is. It's just very gooey, very oozy gooey. What does it look like when I have it in my hand? Oh, that's stowed. Kind of looks like a fist weapon like this. A little sharp on the end. You just punch someone in the face. Here's my magical focus, the warrior way. Sorry. Great sword time, yeah. Oh, that's pretty wicked. This is a common complaint I've had recently. The actual handles, the hafts. I don't know if it's a haft on a greatsword, but the this part, it's too thin. It's just too thin, and I don't know if they have to do that because the hands on the characters it needs to fit. But it just. I know it's a fantasy game, you gotta suspend disbelief, and there's magic all over the place. And it's a oozing weapon, for Pete's sake, but it just doesn't look like you could comfortably or accurately wield this thing with the handle being so, you know, thin. But otherwise, if I ignore that bit of criticism, this thing's awesome. I like this little, I don't know, fusion reactor thing going on, and there's a little sparky spark going on there. That's like a different element that I was talking about earlier. Like, we've seen the smoke coming off of it, we've seen the dripping, and we've seen these syringes. But this little concept is kind of new to the greatsword. We've seen that once. So they usually have little elements like this that they'll sprinkle into 2 or 3 of the weapons, and so that they all don't look exactly the same. Overall, it's pretty cool though. Wielded, it's hard to kind of get in the picture. But yeah, definitely can ruin mama's floors with this. Alright, let's go for the hammer. The hammer skin. Oh, I like this one a lot. Until I thought in my head, oh, that kind of looks like an iron. But I know I really do like this a lot. It does suffer a little bit from the haft being thin again. A little too thin. Definitely a little too thin on the haft. But I love the hammer head here. This is really nice. It does definitely look like an iron. But you know what? Maybe it's multifunctional. Maybe you could iron your clothes with that and then go beat up a Grawl with it, you know. It does have that fusion reaction thing that I was talking about on the greatsword, but this one seems to be going wrong. Like, this one's okay. Everything's fine. Everything is operating within normal levels. Oh my god! Pull the emergency fire alarm thingy. There's something going on really bad. Apparently that's my mom again. And let's go check out the mace. I like the hammer a lot. That actually might be my favorite. Yeah, I think that's my favorite so far. Let's check it out. Oh, we've got a spinny thing. Okay, so this is the hammer reactor going awry, but we've got this spinny thing that kind of protects it. Yeah, I guess that could hurt. If you bop somebody in the head with that, a little singe after the, you know, you get the bludgeoning effect and a little singe action going on afterward. Be kind of weird to get, you know, you just push it up against somebody's head and let the spin do the damage. That's not my favorite, but it's alright. How about the pistol? Normally I don't go for the guns, but this is cool. I love that it has the pointy bayonet at the end, and it's all poisonous. This is a perfect thief weapon. Look at this thing. Perfect thief weapon. Char thief? Absolutely. And I don't know what this is going on the side here. Those are the syringes, but it's all different colors. I like the whole color scheme they going on there. And there's some sort of little bit of an animation going on at the end of the gun there. This is probably one of my favorite pistols in the game. It's not saying much. I don't like the guns typically. It's just a personal thing. Let's check out the rifle though. Yeah, that's pretty cool too. I don't like that as much. It's got a little bit of an odd shape to it. I'm not loving it. It's a little too rounded. It kind of reminds me of some sort of underwater weapon. I don't know. It's got like this seahorse kind of look to it. And they don't mean to make it look like an aquatic or seahorse type thing. I don't think. But yeah, there's something about that just... It throws off the theme for me a little bit. But it looks pretty cool. Not my favorite. I like the pistol a lot better than the rifle. Alright, let's check out the scepter. Oh, this thing's all awesome. Oh, we got a lot of stuff going on here. Okay, so we've got this piston going up and down. So they kind of use that same like syringe type thing, but I like that it has a new animation to it. And then the spinning on this is great because it's not just a constant spin. It's got a varied speed and oh, I like that. And there's a lot of smoke going on there. So they took similar themes, but they just totally made the scepter its own weapon. And it's sizable. I like this thing a lot. They should have done the mace similarly, but made it make it look a little bit more weapony. Yeah, wow. The scepter is really got it going on. I like that one a lot. All right, let's check out the shield. Oh, this thing's pretty cool too. Engineers, rejoice. Here is your new shield. Doesn't match my outfit at all, but oh, I love it. It's gigantic. You guys know I like things when they're asymmetrical. I like that this end goes down a little bit more than this one. And this side's got 2 syringes versus 3 over here. It's dripping. It's making mama sad. It's good. It's good stuff. I like these rotating, I don't know what to call them. Bars. Bars! Shield's pretty neat. Staff. Okay, you're just the scepter's older brother here. How is that different, besides the staff part being longer than the scepter? Alright, so the very end here, is that different?
You're getting bolder.
It is. It's a slightly different. Yeah, like the placement of this thingy is in a different spot. There's a couple things that are different. Overall, I like the design of both of them. They're a little bit similar, but I like everything that's going on with it. It's complicated. It's got a lot of different effects going on. I like the animation not being just a constant spinning is cool. Very neat. Sword! Okay, it's a little bit like the greatsword. See, look, this is thicker. See the handle here? That looks thicker, and it's more believable to me. Okay, and this got the little color design here that the pistol had. I like this little shark fin thing. That little flange. And again, it drips. Yeah, overall, it's pretty cool. The torch. Nice. Okay, again, we got this compressing mechanical part here. We're not exactly sure what that's doing. Oh, does it seem to flare up on the pulse? It does, look. The actual animation responds to it pumping more of that green fluid up there. That is really neat. Does it do it here too? Yeah. That sells it for me. The fact that those two animations are connected makes that really cool. For a second there, this little guardian thing over there, I thought that was part of the weapon effect. I'm like, ooh, what is that? And last but not least, let's check out the war horn. Oh, I like how it's like curving to the side. Like this part is like not straight up. This handle is not straight up and down. Curved to the side. I don't know if I would put my lips up to that. Well, maybe if I was still in college, I would. But no, it just looks bad for your health overall. Oh, we've got this little, it's like a little welder thing going on there. Totally like lighting it up. Wow. Okay, there you have it. It's an interesting weapon set. There are definitely some player characters, or player characters. What am I playing? Dungeons and Dragons. There's some characters out there that have themes that they want to be a little bit, more technology focused, a little bit more steampunk, a little bit more mad scientisty, and these are going to really help those people achieve those outfits. I'm going to go with the hammer as my overall favorite. It's been a long time since the hammer has been a favorite of mine, I think. But this, I don't know, I just love the head of this hammer here going on. There's a lot to it. It looks really cool. All right, let me know what you guys think. Are you going to get any? Are you going to craft the perfect outfit using one of these scientific weapons? If you do, hit me up on Twitter or Facebook. Show me a picture. Show me a screenshot. And my social media links are in the description below. And don't forget to subscribe so you can be notified when future videos are released. And I hope everybody has a fantastic day. And I will see you next time. Take care.